Yo, what's happening YouTube? It's your boy Bolo, aka Pat Phoenix. I've got another video for you for educational purposes only. Now, as you can see from my search, it says how to get out of the friend zone. And a lot of these guys, I'm pretty sure some of it's just to get views. I'm pretty sure some have their heart in the right place, but this is damaging. Do not listen to these videos under any circumstances, fellas. This is damaging and toxic mentality, okay? Because you are putting that woman on a pedestal. That's first and foremost. Two, you are subconsciously saying you are not good enough. Okay, there are plenty of women out there. Fuck with a woman that likes you first. If she likes you already, everything's gonna go a lot smoother. Okay, you're not gonna have to go above and beyond to try and impress this woman. And the reason I'm making this video, I'm gonna share with you a quick story. This happened last week at the restaurant I work at. I work at a very high-end restaurant. When I mean high-end, I mean Jeff Bezos was just there last week. Okay, like that's the kind of shit we're talking about. Okay, so story starts, and man, my light is acting crazy. But this couple, or I thought was a couple, comes out of an Uber. They're coming inside. I'm like, hey, good evening, blah, blah, blah. And it's a very pretty white girl, you know, in shape, very, very pretty. You know, petite body. And then there's this like really short, like stubby, bald black dude. And I'm bald, so it's not hating on, you know, bald dudes. But really like husky, you know, overweight black guy. And, you know, his face is just, you know, whatever, just like a regular dude in the crowd. So I looked, I was like, like physically, it's not a match. Just being honest. No hate on the brother, but it just wasn't a match. But I was like, you know what, maybe he's funny, successful, you know, there's other ways to get women that are out of your league physically. So I thought maybe that was the case. A couple of hours later, they come out. You know, he's walking her out. She's in front, but he's walking her to, I guess, an Uber. I thought they were leaving together, but turns out he was just walking her there. And he turns and they share some words, and he goes in for like a hug. She hugs him, and then he goes in for a kiss, just a peck, not like a whole tongue session. He wasn't none of that. And she turns her face, and my heart dropped, just dropped, almost out of my asshole. I had to stop it from falling out. And I'm watching in horror, to be honest. And she walks off. And he says, well, can I come see you later? And she unequivocally says no. Okay, so obviously she was there for the dinner, not for him. He invited her out and she said, oh, I'm going to this restaurant? Oh yeah, I'd love to come with you, sir. I'd love to come with you. But she had no intentions of showing this man any kind of love at all. Any kind of love. So, I go in and I tell one of the girls like what happened, and she obviously felt bad for the guy because she understands the game. She understands. She was like, man, you know, she definitely played him. Later on, it's him and his boy, who, if he walked in with her, I would have said, yeah, that might be it was this tall, you know, he was bald also, tall black dude, but he was like in shape, you know, kept himself together. That I could have seen being an actual couple. And he asked him, hey, if you were gonna send a text, what would you send? And I was thinking to myself, dude, why are you even, what are you doing? You lost, bro. Cut your ties, man. Cut your losses, it's over. You cannot, okay guys, I really need to emphasize this. You cannot make a woman like you. She either likes you or she doesn't. And if she comes around because of certain things in her life force her to change her priorities and her standards. You cannot make her change based on how you treat her. That's why there's women that stay with the dude that beats the shit out of them. Because they just like him. They can't help it. They can't decide who they like, and you can't decide for them. I need you to get that in your head. Okay? These videos are very damaging. They shouldn't be telling you how to waste your time. Because that's all this is. This is a waste of time. It could be months, even years. Okay? And ask yourself, what are you doing all this for? She's already proven to you that she doesn't like you. She said it explicitly. She has showed you with her body language. She's probably dating other guys while you're trying to impress her and show her that you can be the guy that she really deserves or really wants. You know why you're doing this? What if you win? What happens if you spend all this time trying to prove that, you're the one for her? What you win is nagging, having to spend your money, having to listen to her problems. Why would you go through all that effort to take on more problems and headache and financial burden? Only do that for a woman that has shown you, without you having to go above and beyond, that she's willing to be in your corner. A woman that, without you having to bring her to the nicest restaurants all the time and all those things to win her heart. A woman that just wants to be around you and is there for you. Those are the women you do those things for. You listen to them nag, and you listen to them, talk about how this girl was being a bitch at work. They're the ones you bring out to the nice restaurants. Not these chicks, man. This is damaging. Don't do it. And if you say, well, how long should I pursue a girl? Once you start to feel frustrated. Because that's the line. If you're not feeling frustrated, like you just like her and you're like, I want to see if I can get to her, go for it. Go for it. I'm 100% for it. But if you're starting to get frustrated, you're starting to say, fuck, man, this is the 5th fucking date. I still ain't get anywhere. That's the time for you to make your exit. Because one thing that definitely is going to happen is now you're going to have this thought process, because, you have pride. You're a man, you have pride. You're going to start thinking about how much time and effort you put in and how much you don't want to feel like it was a waste. So you're going to go harder and, you're just going to keep going and you're going to keep digging yourself a deeper hole. That's what you're going to do. So if you start to feel frustrated, leave it alone. Let her go. I promise you, there's a million other girls that like the things that you like, that like the same movies, that, like the same superheroes or whatever, or play video games. There's a million of them just like that. And if another girl that likes you is slightly less good looking, who cares? I promise you, what's down there doesn't feel any better or worse. So don't do it. If you can't get her before you start getting frustrated, cut your losses, move on with your life. And then you start to become obsessive and you start thinking of how can you get this girl, and you start to lose yourself trying to get this woman. And then after you get her, then what? Then what? You did all these things up here. You got to maintain that now. You realize that, right? If you brought her to 5-star restaurants to try and get her heart, you can't go to the 3-star restaurants. You've accustomed her to this. There's nowhere but down. That's another reason why you shouldn't do it. There's nowhere but down if you get her. If you get her. There's nowhere but down. You're not going to get her or change her mind by taking her to Taco Bell. You can only take a girl that already likes you to Taco Bell and she's going to enjoy your company. But a girl that doesn't like you, you're going to have to take her to the top of the top. And she might just be tolerating you just because that's the treatment she's going to get. So these videos, don't listen to this shit. This is all bullshit. Let's say you're one of the very few guys that actually get out of the friend zone and it's legit. Like she turns out to actually like you. What's the percentage of that happening? I wouldn't even say it's 10% of guys can get out of the friend zone. Not even 10%. And guys, we're usually problem solvers. We like to think logically. When is it logical to go so hard for such a low probability? It doesn't make sense. You're putting you can't get your time back, guys, or your money. You can't get either back. So why waste it on somebody that has let you know that's all I'm caring about from you? That's all I want you for right now. for you to listen to my problems and all this other shit, but you're not gonna get anything in return. So yeah, I just had to make this video after what happened. Like, and then I guess when I spoke about it, my phone heard and all these videos started popping up, and I started to watch one and I was like, man, this is some damaging shit, man. Don't do it to yourself, fellas. Don't do it. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe if you feel I'm worth it. If not, have a good day anyway. Peace.